So we'll see what happens there. But now let's turn to the story that you've probably been wondering the entire show. Did you guys miss this? Did you see this? Did you see last week that Ghislaine Maxwell was arrested in New Hampshire?
They found her.
They found her. Apparently, they always knew where she was. That's what they're claiming. Now, of course, nobody's seen her. There's been no mugshot put up. There's been no video of the arrest. And I'm wondering, why wasn't CNN there to film this? I mean, they were there when Roger Stone's house was raided. They knew about that. Why didn't anybody tell CNN that they were going to get Ghislaine Maxwell out in the woods in New Hampshire in a home that was just bought in December under a shell company that's way out in the middle of nowhere? The home is called Tucked Away because that's how remote it is. It's on about 150 acres in New Hampshire. It's a little over $1 million. By the way, $1 million goes pretty far in this area of New Hampshire because it's a beautiful home. You could go out there and find the real estate listing for it, where she purchased it back in December for about $1.1 million. But they say, she's been here the whole time. And I don't know, it's just suspicious. They told us she was in Paris just a couple of weeks ago staying in an apartment and that Paris would be where she would stay because, she couldn't be extradited from France, being a, I guess, French citizen by birth. She would be able to remain there and not be extradited to the U.S., but then somehow she winds up in New Hampshire. Just kind of like she was supposedly in L.A. last summer. Remember when she had those staged photographs that we told you there was some photoshopping that was obviously going on in the photos because which was really strange because it was just like the photoshopping of the billboard ads behind her. I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. Why would you Photoshop that? But there's some strange stuff going on. Well, anyway, they've now picked her up. And guess what? I mean, just would you believe it? They're going to ship her ultimately to the same correctional facility where Epstein killed himself.
Convenient.
Oh, it's perfect, right? The one where the cameras don't work and the guards are always sleeping. They know when they're supposed to sleep through their 8-hour shift. They know what's good for them. I mean, this is unbelievable. Now, do you think this has anything to do with that U.S. attorney in the Southern District of New York being canned, like a week ago? Basically a week and a couple of days ago, Jeffrey Berman. Remember, he got fired and removed, and there was all that brouhaha because he didn't go peacefully into the night. He said, I'm not resigning. And Bill Barr said, okay, then you're fired. I mean, why wasn't the guy fired earlier, frankly? They're the ones in charge of what happened, the Epstein debacle. But now supposedly they've got Ghislaine Maxwell there, and they're going to put her in the same place where Epstein was suicided. I mean, where he committed suicide. Now, what do you think could happen? We'll find out soon enough, it looks like. I'm Morgan Streetman, and that's the way I see it. Thank you for listening to the Morgan Streetman Show. We hope you enjoyed what you heard, and if you did, please click like and subscribe to help us out. And remember that we recommend that you exercise your brain at least once a week.